closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Kaepernick to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they get action and defense gets confused for just a split second.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Jones. Side of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Jones on 3rd down. His pass caught at the 4. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second down and goal. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Washington nothing. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. Know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is. And you find a way to...
First down, Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington nothing.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he'll find Hall. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Washington.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Giants' 7-yard line.
false start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now this time Kaepernick will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was brought down by Jason.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Washington.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. He's going to keep it again. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Second and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7.
It's a gain of
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
49-yard line.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick rolling to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red end zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 17.
Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
This no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas.
And that makes this a 9-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On second down, here's Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Jones now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. To try again after the sack. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Off-play action. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Washington on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson.
Complete to Paul Richardson.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
First down, Washington.
On first down, it's Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
24. Giants 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cap, he's going to look to run. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together